Okay, I can hardly wait to show you my Christmas tree this year. It is so fun, and I'm absolutely in love with it. And Arlo, the dog, likes it too. Arlo, do you like the tree? Yes, he does. I just don't like the hat. But this is the Santa hat. But we just had to, Arlo. We had to dress you up. This is Judy from Twigs and Vines, and she and her elves worked their magic on my house this year, and it's just so cool. I'm just so happy with it. Thank you so much.
It was really fun to do, and lucky I had a lot of elves because this tree is 20 feet tall.
It is. It's from Whispering Pines Tree Farm. Oh. Dave and his crew, you know, they do a great job there. So if you're looking for a big tree, that's a good place to get one.
Just gorgeous.
Yeah, it is.
Yes.
So the theme of the year this year was, I found this pillow and I fell in love with it because we grew up with a Woody wagon when I was a kid. So it's a kind of a vintage 50s kind of theme,
Lots of snow,
50s, 60s, yeah.
Warm, natural fabrics. It was just, so when you showed us that pillow, I knew exactly what to do. We knew do snow, we did these beautiful snowy garlands through your tree. This is an artificial garland that's just wrapped through, and because the tree is so big and there's so many open spaces, that was a way to fill it and just give a big impact.
You also assigned me, you said, no, none of the little lights. Go get those great kind of the bigger lights,
C9s.
Very retro. They look
with
so
the bigger
cool.
bulbs, because that's what we all used. And it really added to this tree being so big. I think it really added. If we had to use the little white mini lights like we did last year, it just wouldn't have cut it.
Totally agree. Ice skates are really popular this year, and you sell these at the shop. Maybe you guys even have some at home, but why not hang some of the little kids' ice skates from the tree instead of an ornament?
Just change the laces to red and just hang them on the tree. You have to find a heavy enough branch, and it just adds a lot. And then we put the birch branches in. Again, picking up the white, picking up the natural feel. And then one of my favorite things was the little frame pictures.
So she sent me on a task. She said, go through your pictures and find pictures from Christmas past. And I was down in the basement, and it was so fun. There were a lot of tears shed. And then you guys just put them into frames, and then you put the dates on them?
That's right. And a good tip would be to get quite a few frames at the same time that suits your tree. Get the numbers put on them, have them packed with your Christmas ornaments, and each year, you know, add another one. And if you have enough of the frames, it keeps the continuity of the tree. And we try and keep them in a tree that's this big. We try not to get too high because people want to look at them.
Sure.
And it's one of the kids' favorite things. And each year when they unpack it, that'll be one of their favorite things to look at the pictures, and then add one from the new year.
I love it. I just went and got 4x6s, black and white, and then these are just like little rub-off decals, which I thought was really cool.
Yeah, at a craft store in the scrapbooking area, you can get it. And then we just added the ribbons to the back in a V shape and hung them on there. And we did them in black and white because again, we want to keep the color.
So let's talk about securing some of these things to a tree. You know, you've got a tip for that.
Yes, this is like a must-have. This is like a little thin wired garland, and we use it for everything. We used it for the birch, we used it for the skates. You can put your ornaments on, you can tie your lights, and it just blends into the tree. It's really inexpensive. I think we sell it for, I think it's $2.95, and there's 25 feet on here. So it's just having the right tools. Sometimes that's the key to everything.
I agree.
Having the right tools.
Those little flimsy ornament hangers, you know, these days a lot of the ornaments are really big, or you might want to do something unusual like the skates or the picture frame.
Yeah.
So,
or to hang in the garland, like we used it to keep the garland in. Otherwise you wouldn't have been able to get that nice round effect.
Now, I don't know if you can see all the way up there, but the top of the tree is really something that it wowed me. Tell me about that.
That's a lantern. As if it wasn't high enough, we decided to add a lantern to the top. It's a red lantern and a great big plaid bow and berries. And we took out one of the glass at the back of the lantern and then stuck in, I think, about 3 lights, and so that the lantern would light up at the top. And it just suits the theme, and I thought it just looked really different, something really unique.
Now, the other thing is I grew up with a flocked tree. I always wanted to get it, you know, the snow-covered tree. We lived in Arizona, so that was my way of having snow. You actually, you can just get it in a can.
Yeah, just buy it. You can get it at any store. I think we used 5 cans of spray on this tree, and we just sprayed it. It gives that beautiful white on the edges, and it really makes a big difference.
I think it looks fabulous.
And it's fun to do.
Really,
and the kids really like to do that too.
I love every part of it. I love it. I love all the little touches. I love the bow this in my living room on the lamp, which is another fun little touch. And then a great little centerpiece for my coffee table, just carrying that snow and the birch and the pine cones in there. Great job. Lovely
Thank you.
job. And if you are looking for some decorating help, Twigs and Vines in Appleton, Judy will be happy to help you out. So
Definitely.
love it. Happy
Absolutely.
holidays. Well, later in the week, we're going to check out my kitchen, my dining room, and a whole lot more. So lots more fun still to come.